Now it's time to rehouse my tarantulas I have just received today. Why do I need to rehouse them, you ask? Well, they can't live on tissue paper, of course. Spiderlings, or baby tarantulas, have specific needs when it comes to their enclosure. A small, secure environment is essential for spiderlings to feel safe and reduce stress. Spiders, especially tarantulas, are measured as stretched out. This is called outstretched diagonal leg span, DLS, crossing the spider from the tip of the top leg to the bottom leg, the legs as straight as possible without bends on the knees. Suppose you are buying your spider from a breeder. In that case, it is important to clarify if the measurements provided are DLS or BL to avoid confusion, as such measurements can differ substantially. However, we still recommend using the DLS measurement to determine the size of your enclosure, as such reflects the entire length a spider can use in terms of space while moving. Size of enclosure has to be determined by the following. Length and width size. 2 to 3x leg span DLS. Height. Bare minimum 4x leg span DLS. Amount of substrate. 2/3 to 3/4 of the enclosure height, a decent amount of substrate for burrowing. So how do we keep these little mini tarantulas alive? It's easier than most inexperienced keepers believe. The key factors are using a small escape-proof container that provides somewhat elevated humidity without sacrificing ventilation, frequent feeding, and ensuring that uneaten food is removed promptly, especially during a molt cycle. The most popular spiderling rearing container is the vial, such as that available through Thornton Plastics. Vials allow a good depth of substrate so the spiderling can burrow, which reduces the risk of desiccation, and they are clear so that the spiderling is easily visible, if not burrowed. Other suitable containers include baby food jars and 1 to 2 oz, 30 to 60 milliliters plastic condiment cups. Ventilation may be added to these containers by drilling very small holes in the lid, or, in the case of the vials, holes can be punched through with a miniature Phillips screwdriver. Note: soldering irons, which are useful for putting holes in plastic containers housing larger spiders, make too large a hole to be of use for ventilating rearing containers. Tarantula spiderlings are too small for water dishes and will obtain enough water from their prey as long as the container doesn't become very dry. Once a terrestrial tarantula has a leg span equal to or greater than a 2-liter soda bottle cap, I begin to use said cap as a water dish. Always use fresh water. Do not use damp sponges or paper towel or cricket gel. Sponges quickly become dirty bacteria breeding grounds and are a thing of the past.